I know that's right. So now, okay, so now, dead or alive, who or what artist would you like to collaborate with?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so definitely dead Michael Jackson of all times. I'm devastated. I can't work with this man.
Yeah.
I'm so devastated. I love him. And alive right now, I'm gonna honestly say I want to work with a producer called EA and like Dr. Dre. I like their sounds. I like their type of style of music. So I always since like literally since they've been out since I was a teenager, always had big dreams of producing music with them. Nate Dogg. I was like the female Nate Dogg. So I always wanted to
Yeah.
work with people like him. A lot of people I wanted to work with are dead, like Tupac and everything. Great people that inspire me, Luther Vandross. Um, these people have passed away. So I come from the old school. I'm not really into much of everything that's going on right now, but I wouldn't mind as far as the new rappers and new age rappers. I wouldn't mind doing something with Cardi B, Baby, somebody like that. I like them. They Cardi B to me, she gives me originality. So I like her even though a lot of things could be similar because once you in the industry, they want to put you to do certain things that was done already. But she came out original. She came out kicking ass, and that's why I like Cardi B. I will definitely do a track for her,
Mhm.
do a hook for her, write a song for her,
Yeah.
because I'm a writer too. Yeah.
So now, with that being said, what do you think of some of the new artists that are out right now?
Well, I think that they have the opportunity to make music and make money from it. I think that's great, but it's not always my particular type of music. I like beats per se. I like the beats. I'm not into trap music, but some of the beats are hot. Like, I could get on them and turn a trap song into an R&B trap song. Like, because that's the type
Yeah.
of artist I am. But I'm not really into the stuff they rap about drugging, dissing, gang banging. That's not my lifestyle. So I really can't relate. I can, but I can't because that's not what I want to listen to when I'm in my
Right.
car. Some
Hmm.
I have my certain favorite songs because I still got that street in me, but I'm not the one that you're gonna see in the club, doing all of that like at all. It's not my
Yeah.
style. But I like you said, SZA, the more laid back artists. I don't even know all of these people names, but my daughter, she keeps me like up to date with everything. My daughter's 25, so anything's trending, she's listening to, I listen to.
Yeah.
And that's it. But I'm very old school. I keep it with the old school. I mean, too bad R. Kelly is in this situation, but I grew up writing and listening to songs like R. Kelly, and musically, he's inclined a genius. I would love to work with him, but he has his own situations going on. Mary
Yeah.
J. Blige, I would love to write for her. Things like that. I would like to actually write for a lot of people.
I know that. Well,
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
which weighs heavier on your heart, the writing or the singing and the performing and stuff like that?
What I enjoy all. I enjoy all. But I say financially, I would love to get in where I'm being a writer for these people behind the scenes because that's where the money is.
That's right.
And because of
True.
I think of things like as far as my age and also because of my physical health. I'm not out here pretending like I'm a teeny bopper that I can go and do a full blown concert and be okay afterwards. I might have to sit down. So because of these things, I know as far as I can take myself and limits. But because I have like my daughter, she likes to sing, she likes to rap, and I'm a writer. I'd rather like write for up and coming artists so that my music can still live because you're singing my song.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Like R.
Yeah.
Kelly. He's written for so many people, and songs
Ever.
is timeless.
Yes.
Music is timeless. I mean, even after he's long gone and we're long gone, I mean, you can't take that. You can't take, I want to say, talent,
At
genius.
all.
Like it's
Right. You
there's
can't take that. That's
nobody
his
like
talent
him.
and it's a given. That's right. It's
Yeah.
very true.
And it's unfortunate
Very
because, someone as talented as R. Kelly and people who are in that range of talent, we don't see them that often. you know, we hear a lot of that bubblegum music, like the stuff that's easy to write. Like, you know, I always say like Stevie Wonder,
You
and
know who's in,
even
you know, excuse me, Kim,
that's okay.
to stop you right there. It just came to my mind. You know the young lady, I love her. She's in that range. Her
Yes.
writing, she's like the female R. Kelly. I
Yeah.
love that young lady right there. I've
Yeah.
been watching her career develop and everything like that. Now, her, I love her. Like
Yeah.
she's dope in every
Yeah.
aspect because she's a musician, she's a writer. I see myself on the same level as she is as far as musically inclined,
Yeah.
things like that. If I had that type of support, if I had that type of money behind me, that's where I can see myself musically because she's a dope artist. She's a dope
Yeah.
artist. Her style and everything. She reminds me of myself, especially the younger me.
Yeah. So now, what is it called when you can, like, I don't want to say clairvoyancy. It's when you can see certain things, like you can see and write emotions like nobody else. And I feel like people like
I
her,
feel like
people,
clairvoyant.
yeah, like R. Kelly, Stevie Wonder,
Yeah. It's a
there's a few
gift.
other.
It is a gift. It is a gift.
Yeah, like
That is a
nobody can
gift.
do it like they did it. Yeah.
That is a gift. That's why I think everybody loves also daydreaming because they say that's a song that everybody can relate to, men, women. I have a lot of men. They be like, yo, I love that song. They
Mm-hmm.
think about that song heavy. Is I don't know what it is that they relate to about it, but anybody that's been in a relationship that's been up and down, or wanting to be in a relationship and wanting to just have that special person, and you just always thinking like if it's going to ever happen, if you're ever going to be happy, that's daydreaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's what's
really feel
up.
like that's a classic. I really, really feel like that's like one of my classics. That song is gonna be. I have people to this day like, oh, I like your new song, but Daydream is my favorite. Like they don't even want to hear the new song.
So I'm gonna see. Look, I'm gonna see how Daydreaming holds up to the other songs, so then I can make my choice for the flyer.
I actually sent you the full version of Daydreaming because a lot of people don't notice on the actual album that I put out, the Daydreaming song, it's the show track. I accidentally uploaded the show track.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what's trending right now. It's not all the lyrics. If you listen to Daydreaming on the actual album, all the lyrics is not on there. It's literally the show track. But the one that I sent you is the full song that's playing in the video.
Okay.
And Daydreaming, it has a more better quality sound because it was like I went in a studio, I put into time recording that, doing that, and opposed to the other songs they was recording in the studio too, but it just wasn't as mixed as
Mm-hmm.
as best as
Mm-hmm.
Daydreaming was. But Ain't Easy and You Changed, Streets Fly Star, he did the engineering on that for me. So he did a great job. And those songs, the quality on those came out great too. And
Okay.
those was just like the first take. I didn't go back and do no real engineering mix down on You Changing Ain't Easy, but Daydreaming was like fully. It was great production.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So now I'm gonna change a little bit. Like, where you go?
Here.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm going to. I don't know if you know this, but I have a segment called Venus versus Mars, which is women and men topics. So I'm gonna
Okay.
switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
And Lika, what was the topic that we came up with?
As
It
much as we
was
talk.
we talked about oh God, I don't want to say the person's name, because these are based on true stories. Easy. That
Oh,
Okay.
about
what
grown kids.
what was it?
Grown kids living with you.
That was it. You now, Easy, you say your daughter's 25. All right. So now let's
Yes.
say it's you and you meet a guy, or you meet someone, put it that way. You meet someone
Yeah. Yes.
and you've taken an interest in this person, but this person said, I don't do the grown kids living in the house with me.
Right.
So now it, you're hitting it off. You really wanted to work out, you're older, so it's not like you out here playing a field, exploring all these options. You wanted to work out with this. You want to settle down. You want some security. You want to be, chilling. Do
Yes.
you then decide to tell your child politely, okay, it's time for you to leave the nest? Or do you let that person know, look, that's my baby, and they can stay here as long as they want? So what do you
Well,
do?
I feel like this. If it's involving moving into my nest and my child's nest, it's not going to go like that. I have to really, really know you well. I have to feel like you are somebody that I'm really ready to make that move with, for me to go through those changes to be like, okay, my daughter gotta move out. But this is how I would personally do it. Like, I feel like if you're a woman, you're a man, you're handling your business, you should be able to go get us another place for you and your spouse, you and that person to have,
Mhm.
especially if your child is not fully out the house. Because I feel like if you do have a child, like mine's is 25, she had her own space before, like she had rented a room and stuff like that. That lasted a few months. Of course, she came back, but she had that experience. I feel like if your child is not fully ready in the world that we face today, and the challenges as far as market rent is very expensive, if they haven't reached the level of where they are ready to be maintaining these type of bills and the maturity levels where they don't fall behind, or if you're not financially in a position to put your children in those predicaments where they can be off a side of you and they have to be at home, then you and that person is going to have to get a home outside of that home, because you can't put your kid out for this person. It may not work out. That person could be, who knows, once they get you, if they can see that you put your own child out for them, they already have control of you. That's number one.
Speak on it.
That's, so if the person can see they got that much mind control of you, what's going to happen next? Now you're not going to be able to talk to your friends, your family, your mother, nobody. You understand what I'm saying? So if that person is really serious, they will also have that money to be like, well, I got a place for us. Let your daughter keep that. Let your child keep that. We just going to pay the bills for them. But at the same time, you got to teach your children responsibility. It depends on where your child, if they're in school, if they're working, whatever it is. If they have children, my daughter, thank God, has no children, so I'm not a grandmother. So thank you, God. So I don't have to worry about being a young grandmother right now and those issues. But other people may have those issues. It all depends on your relationship. But me, I'm not putting out my child for a relationship. We're gonna have to get that money and get us another place. That's ours. We're gonna do
Okay.
that together. This way, I'm not moving in your place. You're not moving in my place. We're doing it together.
I like
I
that. I
agree.
like that. Yeah. Now,
Cause
and
y'all
of
living
course,
is
it would
crazy.
have to be somebody that you're with for a while. It can't be somebody that you just met on OK
Definitely.
or something, or
Well,
What you
I'm
say?
not going to say that. I'm not
OK
going to
Cupid.
say somebody that you just met, because sometimes you can meet somebody and that relationship could really take off, and you could really feel like this is a person I want to be with, and be ready to willing to accept anything that's going to come in the relationship, because you know that you want to be with that person.
Hmm.
So sometimes things happen strange in relationships. So, you never know. It sometimes it don't take 4 or 5 years to realize I want to be with this person. It can
It
take
Hmm.
did-
four or
don't
five
take
months.
me.
Yeah. Leaky, you got married
I
what
agree.
after 6 months? Leaker,
What you say?
you got married after
Hmm.
6 months? But y'all knew each other
A
before. Y'all
year,
knew each
but
other in high
the
school.
difference, only difference was we had been knowing each other for 6 months. Right, right. But I
Okay.
am really a firm believer in it don't take long for you to know if you want to be with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's just me. I feel like if you meet somebody, you can tell, and then you can tell if it's some ish too. And sometimes, we work through the ish, but it don't take
Pardon me,
forever.
lady.
And again, to me, to know, you know what, I liked him, he liked me, or whatever. It don't take that long for me.